And you wrote glowingly of the launch of this venture, which we had incentive in September. Now, we know that the private sector, as you represent the private sector, is critical for the success of this venture. What is it that you're going to do to ensure that this is a success as the private sector?
Good morning, everybody. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the three countries for bringing on this extremely exciting venture. I think that the tour operators are going to have a wonderful experience in organizing a tour up into these areas. And it's been something that a lot of people don't really know too much about. And I think if we could combine the three areas, and it makes a wonderful route from Durban up here into Mozambique to Swaziland and back home, or even then up to the Transvaal. Instead of coming the other way, let's do it this way. And really, congratulations to you all. The hospitality industry is 100% behind your venture. We will encourage all our members to continue to promote it, and that we can bring out the very best in it, because it is a very exciting venture. We are the Federated Hospitality of Southern Africa. Southern Africa is because we are involved in Zimbabwe, but we really would love to be involved with Swaziland and with Mozambique. And if they do not have an association like we have, a hospitality association, I know that FedHasa would be very happy to make a joint effort to either help with the association or to combine with it. And congratulations to everyone. And really, I know that we talked to Tunes, and Tina Turner said simply the best. And let's make sure that we will, and from our side, Minister, that we will encourage everybody to make sure that this trip and this route will be simply the best. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, an opportunity to ask a few questions before we depart. Please state your name and the house that you represent, the media house that you represent, and then ask your question. We are ready to take questions now.
My name is Ricardo Pequenino, television from Mozambique. So I would like to know what is the budget of whole operation.
Well, I must say that one of the things when we have an event of this nature, and I said this when we were launching it in Senti, that indeed KwaZulu-Natal provincial government is going to be the major sponsor, taking almost the full sponsorship of this event. And I said then, and I still repeat it now, that yes, we will be able to count the rands and cents when the event is over. We, of course, are putting up an event that we think should be fitting for the ideals that we want the event to live up to. So, but what is important in building a route like this? It is about dealing with issues of poverty that transcends our three countries. It is about opening up a sector of the economy that holds dear prospects for even the ordinary people who have the brilliancy and who have the ability to do their own crafts, who are able to do their own handwork, who can be able to actually produce their own souvenirs. It's about an industry that simply says you don't need to be employed by someone else for you to eke your own living. It's about an industry that simply says, in situations where people do not have strong and manufacturing base, they do have an access to the economy through a service-driven industry where there is experience. So from our side, the investment we are making is a worthwhile investment. So as the provincial government. Hence, therefore, I'm also making a further commitment that on behalf of our government, we will then be actually ensuring that in the next 2 years, which is a 3-year in running, including this year, we will then be, of course, acting as a major sponsor for this event to ensure that this event grows in leaps and bounds. Because we have an idea that we want to see us, all of us, benefiting and sharing the spoils that are derived out of the tourism by all of our respective countries.
My name is Bongan, I work for SAPA. Just two questions. The first one is for you, Mabuyako. Do you know how many foreign tourists visit this East3Route a year and how much is generated from that? And the second one is for you, Mr. Tsibande. Your country is facing financial problems. Do you think this initiative is going to help you guys to sort out your problems?
Let me start by the question you're asking. In the presentation that was made by the Ismailiso Working Park CEO yesterday, it clearly indicated the growth on the South African part. It indicated how business has actually developed since our investment after the heads of state in 1998 had agreed around the Lubombo Spatial Development Initiative. So we have seen phenomenal growth, and on an annual basis, we have seen no less than 6.4% growth on the South African part. However, this initiative is not about the South African part. It's about the three countries. And therefore, because on the basis of the three countries, we will be putting together the data that will be informing us that how far are our efforts in marketing. Because remember, the issue here is about marketing and positioning the route, such that the route benefits all of the three countries, instead of each one of us, as it was the case before, where we're only concerned about our own side, within our own borders. We will now be taking a leap forward. Hence, I said last night that one of the major priorities when we go to the World Travel Market in London on the 7th to the 10th of November this year, we will then actually be putting this route as one of our major priority areas of focus for marketing, not only within the region, but also marketing it international and global. Only then can all of us can talk about what are therefore the benefits and the dividends that we are able to derive out of our own investment. It's an investment we are making. So I think we can speak about the South African part of the figure, which was shared with you yesterday during the seminar, investment seminar, after lunch, yesterday, and those figures can be made available. But I'm interested in actually talking about an integrated approach that transcends the three countries. And therefore say, we can safely say that we can see a trend where a visitor that goes to Swaziland is also able to go to Mozambique, is also able to go to South Africa. For that to happen, we must actually do a lot of investment in infrastructure. We must also be able to invest in building new facilities and new icons. We must attract private sector investment around resorts so that we can be able to retain people to have longer nights and longer stays within the region. But we must also be able to say, therefore, that when we actually are able to do that, our people in the three countries must be able to move freely, and they can be able to go and actually enjoy tourism calendar events that are taking place in Mozambique and taking place in Swaziland. And we have said, and we continue to say, that we already have catalysts in that regard. And the Marula Festival, which is being celebrated in Swaziland, celebrated in Mozambique, and also being celebrated in South Africa, KwaZulu-Natal, begins as a catalyst. But there are many others where we can actually be able to showcase our own expertise. Remember, we're also building on trade, not just only tourism, but also the things that we think can actually be able to promote business and can promote and develop the economies of the three countries by intertrade between the three countries.
Yeah, thank you very much. I will start by saying 10 years ago in Swaziland, there was no Swaziland Tourism Authority. Swaziland Tourism Authority was a result of the national strategy, NDS. For me, that was the first recognition of tourism, that it can do some miracles in the economy. Then again, there have been some strategies that we came up with in including the Visit Swaziland campaign.